everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. Finally, it's here. The focus of the college football world right here on this field today, and we can't wait. And this is something really special and uncommon. A 1 versus 2 this early in the season. Only college football can produce something like this. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the second-ranked team, the UL Monroe Warhawks. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Down here for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion of the tight end. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. It's a big pickup after the catch, and more importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They need a yard here in 3rd down to keep this opening drive going. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
The Warhawks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's going to take off. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Nice call here with the bootleg to get him out to the outside to the right. Nobody's open downfield, so he shows you what he can do with his legs and picks up a few yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's got his man open downfield. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
So often we get caught up in the quarterback and the wide receivers and the skill in this game. This is another example of a nice job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback ample amount of time to be able to evaluate the defense and make a good throw. Good job up front by the big guys.
And the back now goes in motion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he fires the football to the right side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And Turner looking to make a play here. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. set of downs for the offense. First down. It's a run to the left. In the clear at the 25. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. Eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. He'll call for the fair catch here. UL Monroe offense back out there now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Boy, this offensive line is so caught up in making sure that they're accounting for the defensive line. Nobody sees the inside linebacker. He comes home on the blitz and gets the sack.
That sack sets up a third down play. Send the back in motion. They're going to throw it on third and very long. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Here comes the Eagles offense on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incompletion makes it second down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He
breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run. Fresh set of downs. First and goal. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Quarterback drops back. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Here we go. Third and goal coming up. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Number 13, Whitaker.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
They'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run here, lets it go. And that catch is hauled in. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Warhawks have first and 10 here. Here's the toss play now, running left. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Gets some space around the 30. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
See if they can convert the point after. Oh, and it's blocked. Only scoop it up. Can he make something happen here? He's at the 50. Out past the 30. At the 10. And he takes it all the way back for 2 points. What a play. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Coverage team brings down the returner.
And your ULM Warhawks rotating over 1st and 10.
Comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
Play action here on first down. He eludes the rush. Both run tackled but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Linebacker shifting around now. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
They'll kick it away here. Fair catch made near the 45. Michigan offense back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket, using his legs here. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. There's a 1st and 10 play. The defense showing blitz here. First down, looking to throw the football. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Monroe offense back out there now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? The linebacker shifting around now. He pulls in the catch.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Motion now from the tight end. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. They'll run it to the left. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Yeah, that is a gutsy call to go for it on 4th down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
The Warhawks will line up on 1st and 10. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he pulls in the catch. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And the Warhawks look to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
So check it out. Here comes the field goal team. They are a long way out, putting a lot of trust in the kicker here. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Eastern Michigan's offense is back out there now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He's found some room at the 45. Big gain across midfield. They'll spot it down near the 30.
25 on the play. And a 1st down for the offense.
1st down and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Oh, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. They're setting now to try the PAT. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out to a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's a poor field position to start the drive. Offense operating from the pistol. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Quarterback looking to scramble. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become...
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Breaks free. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up in the play and taken down.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hunt. And he's brought down there. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, ULM.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much of a return, but the pick ends his scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. Let's talk strategy here.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Warhawks will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Comes the Eagles offense on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Looking going to chuck it again. Pressure is coming. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal, back at the 13. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Golden Eagles.
Eastern Michigan.
So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the 2nd half.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And they go up 18 after the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away.
Eastern Michigan, 27. ULM, 9.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
Take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's running out of time here. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Okay, ready?
1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? A quick spin move. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
How often do you see this to start a drive? 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Eastern Michigan, 34. ULM, 9.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
ULM Warhawks will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Number 25.
And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Try and muscle for the first down. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And the Warhawks line up on 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle, but first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Trying to create here on the move. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back. Playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
Second and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a quick grab. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up into the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass complete on a crosser. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, the defense has got to do a better job of wrapping up the tight end there. The coach is preaching to these guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball. They caught a break there. The tight end breaks the first tackle, and they had another man there to bring him down before it could have gotten ugly.
And the Warhawks are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense set up. This is play number 10 in this series. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for 6. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And here's the handoff. They tackle him about the 14.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That's an important first down on that running play. And he drops back in the gun. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Eastern Michigan 41, ULM 9.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He'll hand it off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And the beatdown continues.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Eastern Michigan 48, ULM 9.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The UL Monroe offense back out there now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And now the handoff. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. With that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
That completion sets up a second down play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Warhawks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Tuggle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his target. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap.
Travel.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user have not turned the game off and the reset their plan into the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Eastern Michigan offense back out on the field now. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And they pick up the 1st down. Tackle at the 25.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
And the quarterback keeps it here. He's past the marker and still going. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
55, ULM 16.
And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. And the Warhawks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
Eastern Michigan.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Score for the defense.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That makes the score Eastern Michigan 62, ULM 16.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Defense is coming after him. He escapes this, and the sophomore making an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They're behind the sticks on second and long here from the 12. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Henry. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for the wideout. The pass ball is incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Eastern Michigan's offense is back out there now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab made by the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. And this one is getting ugly.
Eastern Michigan.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score Eastern Michigan 69, ULM 16.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And your ULM Warhawks will take over 1st and 10.
The UL Monroe offense back out there now. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Throw to the running back in the flat. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he's got it. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Henry. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Back to throw again. Looking to make a big play downfield. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They'll feed the back again. He shreds the tackle. And they're able to get him down. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Running out of time in the pocket, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He missed it. Field goal, no good. Misfire there, but this has been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Oh, my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar, and they miss out on 3 points.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught quickly. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they won the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up and bring him down on what is the final play of the game. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.